Bueno, pues ambos interpretan dos personajes que de alguna manera han sentido la falta de su vida, pero que van en direcciones opuestas, ¿no? Entonces yo quería saber su vínculo con ese personaje y si han sentido alguna vez un acoso, como le pasa.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understand.
You know that.
I was born.
I'm scared to let them loose on this one. No. In a way, how much do you see yourselves, or have you gone through experiences similar to your characters?
Oh wow. Well, you know, I think, you know, this is I'll give a honest one on this one.
Yeah.
You know, there was a point after school, because I was the popular kid in high school, when all of my friends moved on to go to universities, and they all took the SAT.
Yeah.
And I BS through the SAT, and I came back, and my score was like a 500, and I'm like, I had to go to community college. I was like, oh, this is it. This is it. This is what life is, and I had to get that.
Community college. Life is community college.
I had to get that push, that second push from a friend that I had more to offer and that I should go after something else, because I was very content with nothing for a second. True story. Hate to put you down.
Wow.
That's true. True moment right there.
I was content with nothing.
Yeah, I was content
Cut
with,
to
cut to superstar.
selling out stadiums around the world. That's funny, right? There was a time in his life where he was content with nothing, and to the man he is today. That's crazy.
I had
know
a push.
That. Wow.
I got a little push, man.
No push.
Community college do that to you,
buddy.
brother. It'll sit you down for a second when you look around.
Hey.
Your classmate's 65.
Yeah.
How you doing, Todd?
Well, how do you think?
Yeah, that'll do it every time.
Oh yes. So let's see. Yes. So with Bob, with the character I played in the movie with Bob, there was a time in my life where I felt like I was trying to. It sounds funny, but I was trying to understand who I was, right? Like an identity. Like I had an identity crisis, and a lot of kids go through that, you know, in their adolescence. And I was one of those kids, and I think we never had a lot of stability in our home because we were moving around from state to state all the time. Like every year and a half, we would always be moving to a different state. So I never had a stable life, and I think that led to my my anxiety of trying to find my own identity. And at that time, I was a kid growing up in the '80s, all throughout the South. So, and I was half black and half Samoan.
Oof.
And no one knew what Samoan was, and it was like, hey, look at this
Still
big
don't.
Mexican kid. Yeah.
Still don't.
They still don't.
Still confused.
Hey, look at this Mexican. No. And so anyway, it took me a long time to find my identity and to realize the power of being happy with who you are. So
And
Kevin was content with nothing when he was a late teen, and when I was an adolescent, I had an identity crisis. I didn't know what the fuck I was.
yeah, this is great. Yeah, you're looking at
great.
two of the biggest stars in the world.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Let me be honest with you guys, man.
I didn't know who the fuck I was. Oh my God, that's funny.
Bueno, en esta película ambos tratan de salvar al país, y yo me pregunto si ellos estarían dispuestos en la vida real a entrar en política y qué les parece la candidatura de Trump.
Ay, Dios mío. Okay, in the film you're both trying to save the country, and she's just wondering in real life if, for instance, you would be willing to step up in politics and maybe do something. And I don't know if you want to get into this, but what do you think about Trump and the presidential election?
You know, listen, I'm not a big political guy, but what I will say, and this is the way that I keep it to, I guess you can see, to where I keep it clean. I'm a people person. I love people of all races, shapes, and sizes. That's why I love my job.
Yep.
As a comedian, I love making the world laugh. So anybody who steps up and is about segregating or keeping people apart, I'm not necessarily a fan of. I love love, and I would love for other people to love love. And I think that's a direction that the world should go in.
Yeah. It's a good answer. And that's what he does, by the way. You know, as a comedian, being a big rock star comedian, he brings people together. That's why he tours the world, and yeah.
That's it. That's my political answer.
So, well, okay, so there's been a lot of presidential chatter, I think, because I did a magazine interview for GQ, and they were asking me, the writer had said, oh, you should run for president. And he gives me a softball question like that. I'm not a hugely, like Kevin, not a hugely political guy, but we care deeply about our country, and I think that this election is going to be very interesting. I think that it's going to be very polarizing, as it already is. So we'll just have to see how everything plays out. But I did love his answer, though, so, you know, and that's the beauty of what we do as entertainers and as actors, is that we get an opportunity to not be polarizing with what we deliver to the world. It's very enveloping to everybody, all cultures,